novice, like everybody starts as a novice. But prior to that, I've been a software engineer. I have over 10 years background writing Java enterprise applications. I also have experience with data, and I've worked in three major domains in Nigeria, the fintech domain, the utilities domain, and the telecoms domain. So prior to my exposure to AWS, I've been working with normal virtual physical servers, and I'm helping enterprise make their business goals. But since I started working with AWS in 2017 when I joined an organization called One Finance, and they're called Carbon now. And all of the infrastructures were running on the cloud, and we were looking for growth, right? Initially, we were using a local backend software, and we were looking for growth, and AWS was the obvious choice in terms of the endless scalability that it gives you in trying to meet your customer objective. And for me, I was just a Java developer, and just like any other person, we started with using basic EC2 instances and a little bit of S3 in there. And S3 is a storage bucket. For people that are not familiar with AWS, it used to save files visually. And you can see it like your Dropbox on the cloud, or your Gmail on your Dropbox, or your Google Docs on the cloud. You don't get the ability to save files. Then EC2 is like having a server hosted on the cloud as well. So that was how we started on, and we started picking up new services. And then in 2018, based on whether I realized that I had to get certified just to improve my general knowledge of AWS. And I went on a journey. Like most people in Nigeria, the most resourceful content I use in there was A Cloud Guru. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but A Cloud Guru is a fantastic resource, and it wasn't as big as it used to be now, but most of the videos were still focused on the solution architecture part at that time. And then the CEO of the company had a very good video on breaking down AWS. He helped in breaking up all the services involved, and it was a very good resource for getting to know about AWS. And then in 2020, that was last year, December, I wrote the professional exam as well. And my experience from writing the solution architecture exam has been quite impactful in my organization. In 2017 as well, I joined Global Accelerate, and my responsibility was to diversify the business. And diversification meant we had to go cloud native as well. Thanks to my experience from AWS, I was able to incorporate a lot of cloud native technologies and architecture in place, and we were able to scale a lot of our business objectives to reach our business goals. And it's been an interesting journey ever since. AWS is as we all know, the family leader in the public cloud space, and they are very helpful. Thank God Akim is mentioning it as well. They're trying to get as much people as possible to get into the cloud and become cloud practitioners. So that's why they're coming up with things like this to encourage individuals to get us certified. It's been a good journey for me personally. It really helped me, even in gaining job experience, in getting job prospects and stuff like that. It's been a good experience. If you do a simple Google search try to do a salary search of how much AWS certified individuals earn globally, you'll be more encouraged. And there's a huge demand for certified individuals, both globally and even in Nigeria locally. The skill sets are still people that have the broad skill set around AWS are quite limited. There's still room for improvement. In terms of personality, in terms of career path, one of the areas that I personally have noticed that is the area of great huge demand right now is in the DevOps space, AWS DevOps space in Nigeria in particular. If you are new to AWS or you're already experienced with AWS and you're thinking of what can I do or how can I do my journey around the AWS side, it should be nice if you check out DevOps responsibilities about AWS, and I'm sure you'll thank me later about that. I'll still be around to answer questions on any other questions you might have around certifications or AWS in general. And I will pass it now to Akin to continue from here.
Thank you, Lanre. Yeah, thank you very much. That was awesome. I like your journey experience from, native bare metal to cloud, and that's the story of most people actually. And the challenges is how do you start and how do you get help? And this is where this community is all about, helping people, people that wanted to inspire themselves in getting skills that will not only hand you good salary, but at the same time something you love. And that's what this community is all about. So thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for, you being part of the community and inspire other people. So the next person that I wanted to bring on is Ismail. Ismail is actually is the co-organizer of AWS as well, User Group Nigeria, and interestingly, she is very involved in the community and learning, and is always eager to learn. So, Ismail, if you want to share your story, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Thanks, guys, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak. I really appreciate that. So my name is Ismail. Funny enough, myself and Lanre were classmates in Ife. So both presenters are actually classmates for.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we're classmates, but I'm sure he doesn't know. I'm going to be the next presenter. So like I said, I think I would take it from part of what the last presenter said about his own journey, but I would take more of the pick from what Akim actually said, so that this could actually help a lot of people in actually getting certified, because it's not enough to actually have the technical competence aside from the other soft skills and the commitment and the likes. So my own personal story was, I started AWS journey in 2020, and that was precisely around September, around July. My friend in the US who works with AWS just said, oh, you need to, I've been studying about AWS, and if I need to wow you guys, if you convert what an AWS certified person in the US gets to Nigerian money, is 44 million per annum. 44 million naira, like I said, is confirmed. You could check it on Google, just Google minimum salary for an AWS certified professional. So you should know that it's something that is worth going into. So when I saw that, it motivated me and I started studying. So what I did was, I will share my personal story and I'll tell you practical things so that you could go by that line. I prepare for certifications by paying in advance. So I was able to use my salary and pay for my $150 even before I started reading anything. Because what I did by doing that is that, we know there's a saying that where your money is, your mouth will be there. I decided to pay so that I know that I don't want my money to waste. I want to get value for it. And I paid for the exam against December 2020. But I have to tell you, I had to shift the exam till March, which was the second time, and that was the last time you could reschedule, or unless you have to reschedule a month before then. And I said that's going to be the last. So I was preparing against December. I will tell you practically, you can never achieve if you are not committed towards whatever you want to do. Anything you want to do in life, you must be intentional about it. I was intentional about it. Like Lanre Afford said, we call it Laford in Ife. We call it Laford. I was using a cloud guru too. I got a lot of videos. I got a lot of materials. I found out that AWS is very expensive to prepare with because you need to keep paying. You have to prepare online, but I was able to find a way around it. I went on LinkedIn, went for guys that were certified in AWS already, certified solution architect. So I was able to get some guys. So those guys were the one that now shared the link to the AWS video they used in preparing to me. I used the Office network to download it. Very heavy, about 8 gig. Now, another trick I'm going to tell you is that AWS is a very dynamic platform. So while you are studying, if you are not looking at the platform, you will just be studying what is out of vogue and what you will not be writing questions on. So it changes per second. So you have to know how it's changing. You need to read their white paper. You need to look at all the technologies. You need to be looking at their recent announcement. That's why you find out that I'm the one that always puts the recent announcement and recent news. That thing is very, very essential to keep you up to date so that you will not be out of vogue. So I got those videos, copy those videos. Then another thing I did that stood me out is every time is a must. I can never be on the way home once everybody has closed in the office. That is when my own study starts. 5 o'clock, I start studying. I study till 9 o'clock in the office. All the blackboard in my office was in trouble. Everything I read, I stroll to the blackboard, write it down, practice it, go to the system, do everything. I will be the only one in the office. Anything I need to do with the internet, I have it all to myself. I connect the network office straight to my laptop so that I get fast response to whatever I want to do. I want to practice. So I was doing a lot of hands-on. I was doing a lot of parties. My friends in the UK too, I think he knows Ilori is a PhD holder too. He's my classmate. He has AWS too. So he shared some link of online practice exam, which I also used to prepare. I printed over 5,000 questions, over 5,000 questions, and I went over it 4 times. I was practically sitting down in front of my TV. Nobody in my house could use my TV. My TV was on autoplay. I rewind, I fast forward, I pause, I go back to the system, I go and practice it, I come back, and I did the exam in March. So I have to tell you the truth, it was not easy. I did the exam as if I will not get the money to write it again. So I never wanted the second attempt. So just to motivate you, you need to be committed, you need to be dedicated, and you need to really know what you want to achieve. You can do it. When I went to write the exam, I saw the register of people that have written the exam from January 2020 till March 2021. Only 5 people has passed the exam. And about 55 people have written that exam. People were shocked when I passed the exam and I said, that's my first attempt. I gave them almost $100 because I passed the exam because everybody was surprised.
That was awesome.
So I have to tell you the truth, you can do it, just be committed, just be dedicated, practice very well, study, and make sure you close all loose ends. And I'm sure you are going to really do well. And also to help you, I'm no more in Nigeria as I speak. Part of what was able to help me get my ambition to leave Nigeria is part of my AWS skills. As I'm talking to you, I get a lot of invites from LinkedIn. I can't count how many I get per day now on cloud. They've been reaching out to me, and the country I am now is actually very lucrative with cloud. They keep sending me mails, keep calling me on my phone, and the opportunity is boundless. So you have all what it takes. Just give your best shot, and I'm sure you do very well. Thank you, guys, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. So you even went deep into your journey, your story. That is amazing. And I think a lot of people can resonate to that story. This is the journey of everybody. You know, you start with no skills, and you kind of improve yourself, you have to have that "I never give up" attitude to be able to succeed. And thank you for sharing that story. And that is just to motivate all of us to just know that there is always a light at the tunnel. So thank you for sharing that story. And I think a lot of people will use that and probably will motivate them to want to be able to study. And one thing that I just wanted to mention that both of you mentioned is, the dedication that you is not easy. But when people see you getting those certifications, they're thinking like, "Oh wow, it's so easy for him. I should be able to pass." But it's not that. You just have to put some time into it. But when you put that time into it, you'll get a reward. And it's everything as well. Not even taking certification, it's also getting the job and be able to work. So thank you guys for sharing that. All right, so I want to share a couple of things for you. I don't know why this thing keep going back. All right, so, and Ismail mentioned something, and also Lanre, that the cloud skills is on demand. And I won't lie to you, and I can give you my personal story, just probably a little bit. And I probably have more experience than most of you in this room. But one thing that keeps me motivated in IT is just like the amazing in terms of the reward that comes along with it. It will reward you, but you will put in the effort. And cloud is, you can imagine and think about it. We're all from Nigeria, and some of us probably travel outside Nigeria to get a better life. But eventually, Nigeria will still be good. But even not, if you have these skills, you can be demanded anywhere. You can work in UK, you can work in United States, you can work. These are the skills that people are looking for. They're looking for people who have that unique skills. And one of the ways to position yourself is, learning AWS, learning, and be a better person of yourself to be able to get those skills. So, just wanted to make this point. Cloud computing is the #1 hard skills companies need. And it's true because I've experienced this in every places that I've go to. These skills is very difficult to find people, even though you have many people that have it, but you can also find out that most companies are struggling to keep the best talent. And that's one of the fact, to keep the best talent, to innovate. Because one thing about people is everybody, once you get the skills, you better, you want to improve yourself. So you're probably looking to go to another company to earn more money or to learn more skills. And that's how it is. See company, people leaving and looking for better opportunity, looking for better job. But I bet you will not waste your time and effort if you invest your energy and time in the cloud. I've been doing cloud for more than, I would say, probably 15 years, even before AWS started. And it's still the #1 skills up to now. So just think about the dynamics and how you can benefit from it. Also, there's more for us to discuss, and I hope everybody benefits, including me, because I'm still in the learning journey phase. I always like to improve myself. So cloud jobs are projected to grow, and the jobs that require cloud skills are expected to grow by 28% in the next 5 years. Think about it, the next 5 years, it's still growing. In the next 5 years, and a lot of companies that are not going into the cloud, they will be outcompete if they don't get to the cloud. Even companies in Nigeria, if they want to keep up the technology, not only Nigeria, but outside or all over the world, they need to keep up with the, adopting the cloud technology. So, all right, so let's go to the needy. So the cloud practitioner training, we have a few more minutes, but I think we should have enough time to cover most of the stuff. So how do you get certified? So there is when you sign up, you see this link, global kickstart, get AWS Certified challenge. So what is the challenge is all about is for you to be able to go through the process of getting your certification. First, you register, and then it is free. This is for cloud practitioner. I don't think if you are associate, you cannot get this into this challenge, but you can be if you wanted to learn. But I think it's purposely for people who wanted to get their first certification, which is the cloud practitioner certification. It is free. How does it work? Is you get trained with with free training. Basically, there's so many resources out there, and Ismail and Lanre just said it. Like there's a ton of information out there, but you have to dedicate some time to learn these materials, to learn how to understand this technology. And this is the first part of it. Getting certification is very, very important because that will get you to the front of a lot of these companies. Because if you don't have these skills, it's hard for you to even get an interview. And when you're looking for a job, they says you don't have experience. And that is not, it's because company don't want to train anybody. They just want people who, well, how do you get trained? That's the question. Like, I mean, I don't, people like, I don't have 3 years experience, but how do I get trained? How do I know this technology? But you have to go through, you have to, one of the things is you have to self-develop yourself. And Ismail just explained, like, you have to, stay late and hone the TV to himself so that he can, nobody's using it so that he can watch videos. And that's what it takes. And if you love studying and love technology, I think you will get rewarded for it. And that's one thing that I always tell people, like, don't think about the money. Yeah, 40, the money is the reward of why everybody gets into IT or whatever professional it is, high-paying job. But you want to be able to be happy doing what you love. That's the key thing. Because once you love it, the money will come in because it will reward you. It will come out to compensate itself because you already put time and effort into it, and you are not even getting tired. You staying late, you're learning. So time and dedication is the key. Prepare for your exam with practice exam. So there's so many practice exam out there. AWS is giving practice exam that you guys can benefit from. There's also, I'm gonna put the link on this slide, and also we shared the link after the event. Get certified and celebrate. So there's other people. So this is what we're doing. This is the intro process of getting people to get into the groove of how to get trained. What are some of the things to learn? How do you prepare? And then you're not alone because you have the support and the community among you that is helping, that you can benefit from it. So if you are not benefiting from it, I think it's you just have to. All right, so what are the preparation and tips? And we will have time for Q&A. So you guys can ask questions. All right, so you guys can ask questions if you have anything. So training, so the training is free. If you go to AWS, so if you go to AWS, if you go to this link, there is tons of resources that you can benefit from, and they're all free. So you can sign out. Even myself, I always come here and learn new skills. It is limited, but at least you can get a better understanding of what is the resources is all about. And cloud practitioner has a lot of fundamental, because this is the fundamental skills, and there's a bunch of information you can learn from, and there's others that you can benefit from. Also, WizLab. So WizLab, we as for our community, they give us 70% discount. So if you wanted to explore more practice exams and courses, that if AWS resources is not enough, you can also leverage WizLab. 70% will give you a huge discount on the related AWS course and practice test that you can take. This is the code. I can post it in the room. If you guys want to take advantage of it, sign up, WizLab.com, and this is the code that you can take advantage of. And let me just drop the link in the room so that you guys have it, just in case. Just go back. I'll post it in the room, the chat room later on, but let's just go through this. All right, so next is the exam preparation website. So this will be shared to everyone who register for this event, or in the Google form that was shared to the group. So this is the website, AWS certification. So you click on the link, it will walk you through, how do you schedule your exam? What are some of the things that you need to get satisfied, to get ready to take your exam? So, but the first stage is to train yourself first so that you can prepare to take the exam. Exam readiness, this is a free webinar that you can also learn from. Also, if you already have an AWS certification, you get a 50% discount voucher to use on your next exams. Just want you guys to know that. All right, so this is the good part. This is the fun part, which is the free AWS exam voucher. So how do you get the free voucher? So the free voucher is limited, and lucky enough, AWS is kind enough to give our community some free voucher, and that's why I want you guys to go through the process of registering. But it is limited offer, and it's first come, first serve. I just want you guys to know that if you don't get it, don't be offended. It's just a limited available. And to register, you go to this link. If you don't have it, like I said, this will be shared to everyone, this slide, so you can go through it and sign up. Most of you already signed up. This will be processed shortly, and I will tell you how do you have to qualify. So to qualify to get the vouchers, first thing is you register, you fill out the form, and then you demonstrate that you can pass the exam. So what I mean demonstrate you can pass the exam is you have to prove that you are ready to pass the exam. So what AWS doesn't want is they don't want to give the certification to someone who is not ready to take the exam, or ready will show that they can pass the exam. It's limited, but they just want to make sure like they give it to people who will pass the exam, and then it doesn't have to come out of your pocket. So one thing that I would like us to do is go to this link. Some of you that already registered, go to this link. Just keep going back. Let me click on that link shortly. Just bear with me, guys. So this is the link. I'm going to drop it in this chat room as well. I think this is very important. So what will you do with the link is, this is where you can take a screenshot. Just put your name, just like the way you fill it out on the Google form here. Just the way you fill it out in this form. Put your name and your email so that we can track, you based on the information you gave. and then upload a screenshot of your the practice exam you've done that you've passed. So you take the screenshot. If you do 2 or 3, you can take those 3 shot or 2 shot, whatever, two screenshot. So that we can validate that, okay, you are making enough, you are ready to take the exam and pass the exam, and you qualify to get the voucher. Like I said, it's first come, first serve. So even though you follow this process, we still have to, look at, how many we have and how do we give those vouchers. So we will try as much as possible what we can get. So that's how you submit the proof to show that, to demonstrate that you can pass the exam to qualify for the free voucher. So I hope I make that clear. And if you have any question, I'm willing to explain further. So another thing that I also want us to focus on as the community is study group. So if some of us are having challenges in, number one, don't know how to get those resources, this is what this community is all about. People are willing to help. You just have to, be more vocal and express, like, this is what you need. So wanted to form a study group to review questions. So, like, we can create a community. I mean, WhatsApp chat room or Telegram, wherever you guys feel more comfortable, we can do it, just to create a community of study group, so that no one is alone studying. You can share ideas. And if anybody has a better idea on how to make the study group works, feel free to share it in the chat room. We have multiple chat room on WhatsApp and Telegram, so you guys are free to do that. So the study group will just help us study better. All right, so this is Q&A before we get to the raffle, which is the AWS free credit. So did anybody has any questions? Do we have any question in the chat room, or did anybody raise their hand? They wanted to, anybody, this is the time. Please, which exams are covered in the voucher? So is the exam that is covered in the voucher is first preference. So practitioner exam is given preference, and then the next one is if you want to take associate or professional, there is voucher for that as well. But I have, I don't know how many limits we have for that one, but I know practitioner is the one that AWS is pushing, and they want to give voucher to multiple people. So I know that for sure. So the practitioner one is the one that is highly available. There's other one that is also available, but it might be limited as well too. Like, you might have, like, I don't know, but we'll find out. But you have the option to choose which one you wanted to have voucher for. So you can also be considered for that. So upload, what exactly? Yeah, so thank you for, so the upload, what I mean, so the upload is for you to be able to demonstrate that. So when you are taking the practice exam, there's a result that you will get. And it's, the past result is what we need. So you can take the screenshot of your practice exam that you pass. You might take 2 or 3. I think 2 or 3 should be fine. 2 or 3 should be fine. And you just take those screenshots and upload it to the link. Let me show you again. I just send it in the chat room, this link. So if you already register to qualify, for the free voucher, the next thing you need to do is just to show the proof that you can demonstrate that you can pass the exam. So take the screenshot of your past practice exam that shows that you pass those exam. You can just send it and upload it to this to this website. So let me post it again. It's AWS practice exam. Yeah, it is free. It is free. It's all on this it's all on these websites. This is free. Then this is the training. So this is the training. So that's for the training. So this is the training. So to get this, the certification, the practice exam, you have to, let me go back to the link. Yeah, so you have to go back. So you have to sign up for the Get Certified Challenge. This is been circling around. So this is where you need to sign up. So this is where you will get the training, and then you get the free practice exam as well. So you sign up here, and then you get an email on, the process, what are the material, the study materials, and the practice exam. Hope I answered that question. So, did anybody has other questions? The key question I would love to answer is to how certification help those of us in Nigeria career-wise. I am certified, and I also cloud practitioner. What are the possible acts to get the best benefit? So this is a good question, and also I will also ask Ismail and Lanre. So I think for those of us in Nigeria, in terms of career-wise, is don't set your expectations so high. If you have to do an internship for a company to just learn with a small, meager amount of money to start, I would say to take the opportunity for it. Don't wait till you start making, 300,000 or 200,000. If they offer you 50,000, or even they have, as long as you wanted, you wanted to learn, because the company might retain you and they might increase your salary as you keep improving in your skills. So I would say not to set your expectation high. Look for internship. The money might be small, but what you wanted, your end goal is you wanted to learn, and that's what I always advise, and that's how I started my own journey as well. You start with something that you just want to get your foot in the door, even though the money is not as much. Even though if you have to do it for free, nobody want to work for free. I know that, but at the same time, you wanted to learn that experience to be able to put it on your CV to show that I've worked for this company. This is what I can do. And like we all know that if you don't have that to show for an employer, they won't hire you. They'll say you don't have experience. And how do you get this experience? Don't set your expectations so high. That's my advice. I don't know if Lanre or Ismail, you have any other advice?
I think I want Lanre to take the turn first, since he works in Nigeria.
Lanre, please. Lanre, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. So in terms of career opportunity, I would gladly tell you that it's a no. I just didn't want to do an answer because I didn't tell asking earlier. But if you are good enough and you have the right skills, send your CV to me. I can guarantee a job in Lagos. I'm very sure about that. That's like we are looking for people. We have been looking for the last 6 months, and we still don't have enough people to fill that position. So if you have the right, like I was trying to say earlier, if you have the right level, you can get an offer as soon as possible. So that's just Nigeria. And the Nigerian market, like everybody said, is not the target, right? Because of course, you know that you pay lower here compared to the rest of the world. So, but the most important thing for a new beginner is to ensure that you have the right skills. That is really where you need to be. Focus so much on the skills, and even if you get an opportunity to work in a place where they might not be paying you well, believe me, take that offer, because what you will gain in 1 year using the tool
Exactly.
Drastically improve your employability. Drastically improve your employability. So it's a no-brainer really to take up with AWS at this point in time. It's a dream for IT. Everybody's trying to cover the gap. So please, guys, take this thing very serious. We need to stay in the space in Nigeria, and of course, we need people that are making those space. And of course, the sky is our limit as it comes to being in the global space.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe I should chip in one or two things to what Lanre said. So just to tell you the prospect of Nigeria, part of the idea I have, like he has said, Lanre has rightly said, AWS is being deployed in Nigeria to an extent. It's already penetrating Nigeria. So most of the technologies of the cloud, of the web you see down up there that is very scalable are done with AWS. At least I've been involved in some projects that it was when I was preparing for my certification that I eventually knew they were done with AWS. INEC election, the server they are shouting and everything was done with AWS. Immigration website is done with AWS. JAM website is done with AWS. Do you understand? The NIN platform they are using for information is being done by AWS. The only problem is that most of those that are deploying it are not physically in Nigeria, or they come, deploy it, and they go back to do the support. But if those things are already there, then you will know that there will be more increase in the need of these skills. Also, to put an example to where I worked before I left Nigeria, we're only using AWS to host our stock trading platform. So I was practically the one in charge of the stock trading application. I get the database from the Postgre through the AMI using a PuTTY. That experience is something I can do if I close my eyes. Then I start and stop instance when the application is misbehaving. So the little I was allowed to do working in an environment, I now expanded it by practicing on my own, trying to create scenarios, not to go and bring down the stock trading application. So I will say the little you can get, even if they don't want to pay you, I would rather say you should just do it, because on the long run, whatever you get after a while, maybe 6 months, it won't be compared to what you'll be bargaining for in the next few years after you have gotten those skills. So concentrate more on the skills. And the skill, another thing is, the skill is global. If you have it in Nigeria, does not mean you only use it to work in Nigeria. You use it to work anywhere in the world, because it's the same thing. So I would rather say, put your mind at it, don't look at the pay, give it all your best shot, and you come out fine, even in Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you, guys. Don't, please, this is advice like to everyone. Take advantage of any opportunity you find. Don't look at the money. The money will be it will come, especially if you don't have any, once you have the experience, it's easy for you to bargain. But the main goal is for you to get those experience and be able to position yourself in where you can say, you know what, I need this salary offer. Because once you have that demanding skills and they know how they can afford to lose you and how marketable you are in front of this employer, they will know and they're willing to give you what you offer. But in the beginning, even if you have to do free work, honestly, is the experience you want to put on your resume. Even if you have to do free work, say, I want to volunteer. Can I help you do this? What can I do for you? And I know, like, volunteer is like, oh man, I will work for free. I will work for free. But you're not looking at that as your end goal. You're looking at it like, I want to gain experience so that I can have something on my CV that when this employer is asking, do you have this experience? Yeah, I've done this project with this company, and they can prove because you've done it. So that's what should be the end goal. That's my advice to you guys. So any other questions? Internship and freelancing. Yes, internship and freelancing, please. There's so many companies that's looking for internship and freelance because the money is very low. People don't want to take it. But even if it's free, is what you will gain experience. It's the experience that you will learn. So that's all right. Any other questions before we move? So I know we don't have time, but raffle. So did anybody has any questions? So let's go to the raffle. So we're gonna be giving some raffles to lucky winner, AWS credits that you can use to do practice on AWS lab practice. So the rules is this is gonna be done on Twitter. So if you guys are not following ANOG AWS user Nigerian group Twitter, you won't be able to get qualified for this credit. So make sure you join. So what is our Twitter handle? Is AWS_Nigeria. And this is the community Twitter. Everybody should be on this Twitter, not just few people. So everybody should be here. This is the Twitter. This is our Twitter. You can see there's some posts. Let's make it active. So what we're gonna do is this is where we're gonna run the raffle. So how does it work? I mean, what is the rules? So first is to follow us. You have to follow. If you not follow, you won't win. And the winner will be chosen based on first come first serve. So whoever reply first or comment first, whatever, you will get considered. So you have to make sure you on top, you write, have your Twitter following and ready now. Provide the correct answer to the question. So there will be question that will be posted, and this is just fun. Don't take this as like, I didn't win, or what is wrong with me. This is just fun. This is just interactive. This is just for you to, to also learn, some of the questions, some of the things that you've probably studied, or if you have not, but just to, just to have fun. And provide the correct answer to the question in the replies or the comments. Let me make this bigger so everybody can see. Make sure you had your reply or comment to the thread. So this is a trend. The topic is ANOG Meetup Raffle, May 8th, 2021. So let's go to the Twitter. So this is the Twitter. So this is where you guys should be. So this is the Twitter handle 53. Thank you guys. So that's the followers increase. So this is the trend. So this is the topic we're gonna be running the raffle. So I will post some questions. This is gonna be live, and you guys start responding, and whoever has the most correct answer, first come first serve, we get the credit. So first question.
I was thinking you were gonna wait a little while.
To wait a little while? Who's that? Can you say that again? I didn't get that.
No, it's good. I was thinking you were gonna wait since we've not all signed any Twitter. It's okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's wait for people to sign to their Twitter. Let's wait 5 minutes.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You're supposed to have it up. You're supposed to have it up. That's not fair. You're not gonna wait for one person. That's not fair. First come, first serve. Let's go.
Somebody is hungry. Oh my God.
Yeah, but we could just kick it off. That's okay.
All right, so let's do this. All right, so the question, I'm gonna post the question. So everybody ready? All ready? All right. First come, first serve. Post your answer. Boom. Oh, somebody just responded. All right. Good, good, good. Oh, Pablo just won. Oh, no, not Pablo. Abiodun. Is that Abiodun? Who won? Yeah, Pablo. Sorry. Pablo is the winner to that question. Sorry. It's the first come, first serve. So Pablo, you won AWS credits. Who's Pablo?
That was me that said first come, first serve. Let's go.
Okay, Pablo, you have to take a pause for somebody else to win. You have to take a pause. You have to take a pause. So you're not going to win this next one. So you let somebody else win it. All right. So Sam, can you take note of Pablo winning the first question? All right. So let's go to the next question. Are you guys ready? All right, we're gonna start shortly. Hold on, let's just get my question. All right, so let's start. So this is probably will give some of you time to
Hello.
hello? All right, so next question. All right. There you go. Oh, this question probably didn't go through. Did you guys see the next question or no?
We saw it.
Oh, sorry, good. All right. Pablo, you're not winning though, so.
Slow down, slow down.
All right, okay, okay. All right, so we get, yeah, let me see how many seconds. I think yeah, Shaibu won. Oh no, you didn't win. You answered first, but you didn't win. I'm just looking at the 19 is the next one. Okay, I think Abiodun won. Yeah, I think Abiodun won. So can you take note of that, Sam? Abiodun with the Abiodun DG, he won the second question. So I don't know why everybody picked. Some people pick A. Oh, they changed. Somebody changed their question. Yeah, but we already captured the person that won. So Abiodun won that. All right, so I'm gonna post another question. Hold on. All right, you guys ready for the next question? Actually, I switched the numbers. All right, so let's start. All right, go for it, guys. And we got more questions than I will be. Oh.
There is one.
All right, let's see who won that one.
By the number of seconds, you can tell the response. So he's one that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who responded
He's
first.
one. He's had it first.
Who is that?
He's. If you go down, you see 53
Yes,
seconds. That's the longest seconds.
Thank you. All right, so congratulations, you won. All right, let me just put that down.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let me just, there's another question coming in. Hold on, guys. Let me get the question. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's start the question. Boom. All right, let's go for it. Interesting. Good job, guys. Oh, I think, no, we're not giving it to you again, Pablo. You're not getting it
First
again,
come,
sorry.
first serve. First come,
No,
first serve.
you
Man.
won.
Somebody won 2 times.
No.
Won 2 times when I was in the class.
Yeah,
right?
but we gotta, you can't, somebody else have to win, please.
All right,
You're
give it to the next person.
You're too fast. All right, so.
Who should we give it to? Should we Linux?
No.
Linux.
Come on,
first
guys.
person at the top. Linux at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, Linux is the one I want. Yeah, the other one didn't win it. Yes. All right, guys. All right. So yes. So let me put the name down. Linus, you won. Congratulations. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we'll tweet the credit to you guys on Twitter. So just respond back and send you the code so you can activate it. So that will be the end of the event. Did anybody has any questions? I hope this is more fun than I thought, but
yeah.
you know.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening.
Good evening. I have a question. I actually took my test today, my exam, my cloud practitioner exam, and I had an yeah. Thank you very much. I had an experience, so I actually want to know what it's all about. Because when I finished my exam, I saw pass, and after I saw the pass, I didn't end the exam before standing up, and the person invigilating was like, where was I going? I didn't know that I was supposed to end the exam, but I already saw pass already before I stood up. So I don't know if it's going to have an adverse effect on my results or something, or if it's going to do that, what should I do, or which action should I take?
Did you get an email?
No, I've not gotten an email yet. It said in 5 days time, according to what I read.
Okay. So I think if you showed that you passed, I think it's already recorded in the system. You can track it. They can track it. So I don't. Yeah, if you didn't get anything, just did you take the screenshots or you didn't? Oh, they won't allow you to use your cell phone. Okay. You can just, yeah, if you don't get anything, just reach out to the exam location and just tell them, hey, that you haven't got anything, but you passed the exam.
Sorry, I didn't take a screenshot.
I don't think so, because you won't be able to use your cell phone.
So can I chip in something?
Yeah, please.
Now, the question I'll ask you is it that your time has elapsed?
No, I finished all the exam. I finished and I submitted, and I was given a survey to go through. I finished that survey, and then immediately I finished the survey,
And then you don't have a problem.
Yeah, I don't think so.
In that 5 days, you get your results.
Yeah, I don't think you have a problem.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
my response, like I passed on.
All right,
Hello,
so,
are you there with me? On that page that I showed that I passed. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you.
On that page that showed that I passed, I was supposed to click on end exam, which I did not do early enough before standing up. But it was already showing that my result that I passed. So I wanted to know if there's any effect.
There won't be any problem because the main exam is what will be marked, not the survey. So for you to have done a survey is just like an added action. So since you've done the main exam before the survey, then you don't have a problem.
I think once you pass, it's already recorded. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So
I don't have a.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Adi.
All right, so I don't have a background.
I'm actually starting off.
Hold on.
Hey, Chuku, can you let Adi speak and then we'll come back to you again? Sorry.
All right, so basically, I don't have a background in IT. I just picked up AWS. I've been learning it. Now, somebody told me you have to learn coding part. So I started learning Python, right? And then my friend told me that there's a specific prompt that we use in Python that they use for AWS, right? Which means I don't have to go learn the whole Python. So is it possible to just learn what I need to learn for AWS? That's one question. And then second of all, my friend told me about Terraform, that is easier than Python. And as a beginner, that I might actually use that more. And he said that a lot of people are using Terraform more as opposed to Python. So can you please guide me on that?
Yeah, so it depends on your journey or what do you want to explore in the cloud.
So I still want to go into like solutions architect. I wanted to get a cloud practitioner first and then move on to the next level, because I wanted to know that certification level by level, because I have the interest in it, right? So the next role is solutions architect.
Do you like the infrastructure part of it, like DevOps? I mean, so it
I really don't like
depends.
coding. I really don't like the coding part.
Right. So
if I could do something else with AWS, then I could know what path to take in the.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be a developer or coder to use AWS. AWS itself is all developed based on people who can just take the tools and use it. So most of the times, you don't need to write any code in terms of leveraging AWS. But however, in the DevOps space, there is quote unquote, like, you want to be a DevOps engineer to be able to, write some automations, to be able to do CI/CD, but you don't have to. Small coding can improve your way you automate stuff, streamline your process, but you don't have to. You make good point about Terraform. Those are good. Those are not coding based. Those are just forming some YAML line syntax and be able to write the steps that you want your infrastructure to behave at. Those, you can pick those one up. It doesn't require coding, and it does automation for you as well. It's actually is way more better learn as a beginner, to learn Terraform, CloudFormation, Ansible, before you start transitioning to learning Python, because, Python is pure object-oriented program. So, that would be my advice for you. Don't emphasize on learning coding at the initial stage. Yeah, just focus on learning the technology itself.
That really had me overwhelmed. The whole coding part had me overwhelmed. So maybe put it to the side. But since you just explained it better now, actually it saved my life now. So,
yeah, because All right, Chuku,
I'll let the next person talk.
Chuku, you wanted to say something before you go.
Yeah. I was about saying something. I just started the journey that was introduced to us by AWS in partnership with Edo State government.
Nice.
And I actually went through 3 months training, and we were actually exposed, by AWS scheme. I think they have tutors that were working with them, and they exposed us to we were trained in partnership with those things. We are exposed to the technologies like Python, database management,
Nice.
and on the other parts before they started narrowing it down to AWS, how it applies to AWS. So it has actually been fun, and I've been, I've been putting my heart to it, and God helping me, I have to write my certification exam today, and it was successful. And I'm presently looking for thank you very much. I'm presently looking for an intensive position so as to continue in this, path that I've just chosen. So I'm actually fresh. I just graduated, and I'm trying to see how I can get tech, because to me, I'm in love with tech. So how I can try to kickstart. So anyone who has, any way or anyhow, to introduce me to any internship, I would really appreciate. So that's what I want to say.
Chuku and other people who just want to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, Chuku say, sorry, who wanted to get their foot into the door. Don't worry about the money right now. And the reason why I said it is the money will come. I know money is you need the money to, that is very important. But in technology, you wanted to learn the experience. You wanted to quickly learn something. So reach out to any company that you think they have AWS or cloud in their portfolio or whatever. Say, hey, my name is, I just graduated, but I'm willing to do an internship, even if you don't have to pay me. I wanted to come and if they see that you have value and they see that you're contributing to the company, they will retain you. Trust me, I've seen it with people. They're just reaching out to company, and all these company posts. They have their own websites. But they might not advertise. But if you said you're willing to do an internship, and if they say, oh, we don't have openings, we don't have money, you say, okay, I'm willing to work for free because I wanted to gain experience. And then I'm like, oh, you want to work for free? Okay, come in. And somebody might bring you under their wing and train you. But the reality is you wanted to gain the experience. You're not more concerned about the money aspect, but the money will come once you know the skills. So don't emphasize on, I have to make this money. I just get the certification. I need to, you wanted to put the experience, because that's what really the company wants. The certification will get you to the foot of the door. But if you don't have the experience, that's another challenge too. They might say, oh, you have the certification, it's fine, but you don't have experience. We can't hire you. But if you said, I have the certification, but I've gone through this training, I'm capable enough to work in your company. Just give me a try. Even if you have to pay me less, or if you don't have to pay me at all, I just want to prove myself to you. So.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Any other questions, guys?
Sorry, right. I want to make a little contribution on the other guy that talked about whether he should do Terraform or to do Python. Okay. So again, based on what was advised, if you are doing DevOps, for example, you'll be doing CI/CD, you'll be provisioning infrastructure, So one of the best ways to provision infrastructure would be to write out the infrastructure provisioning as a code, and then you implement that. So it's easy to deploy, it's easy to destroy and completely destroy. However, I'm thinking if you want to go the route of programming, maybe a language to learn might be Bash instead of Python. And then using AWS CLI in combination with Bash as a beginner, instead of learning Python, which is a huge programming language with a lot of applications in different industries. So perhaps that would be a path to take.
Yeah.
The reason why I said that was because my friend always said that there's nothing you can do with a cloud practitioner certificate, that you need to get a solutions architect certification. And then when you even go on all these jobs applications, they also list other skills you're supposed to have. So as a beginner, you should know you should have those skills too. So he told me that you need to learn all this, all this code stuff or no. So that's when I got overwhelmed. So as a beginner that has someone that has interest in AWS, and I know it's pretty much straightforward because I've been on the platform itself, it's pretty much straightforward. But the code part, which I've not gotten to experience it as a person, is where it gets overwhelming.
That's what I'm saying. All you need to learn is a scripting language. That means a language that you can execute on the command line. There are different scripting languages. Node.js enable you do scripting with JavaScript. Python enable you do scripting with Python. PHP does scripting. You actually have PHP CLI on the terminal. You get so. Bash is the easiest to pick because it's not a very robust language. And if you have Bash, you have a foot in the door. With Bash, you cannot eventually get a job placement where you are in a place and then you want to increase your scope and you learn a different language, maybe an OOP language now, because you've gotten some kind of foot in the door already. Bash enable you get script. You can actually tell somebody that, yeah, you can script on the terminal if you know Bash, and Bash is not a huge programming language.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the input. I think to just add to that, like, yes, Batch is very easy to learn, but sometimes people might have it difficult to just understand because it's another scripting language that you also, you have to learn the syntax and everything. But I found out that for beginner like you, Ade, learning Terraform or Ansible, some of these automation tools that is not programming based can get your experience. Like you can see how the level of syntax of like, okay, what are some of the steps that I have to do to get to this stage or to get to this point or to get these results. So Terraform, Ansible, CloudFormation, those are not coding specifically. It's just like, a step of things that you need to do. So you can start with that. And then the next step with what Sam said, like, learn Batch to get yourself familiar with coding. At least that will, you already have experience with, not, programming syntax tools like Terraform, Ansible, and then you can improve on that and say, okay, let me start learning one code at a time. Bash probably the easiest one, and then then you can move to Python and all that stuff. So,
thank you.
No problem. Any other question, guys? Thank you, everyone. This is very good. I wish we can, follow up.
If you can also unlock your DM on Twitter so people can reach out to you, so that people can send you messages too.
My DM? Oh, you mean the group?
Okay, no, the
yes.
AWS there's no option for people to DM you. So if you can unlock that, so people can reach out if they have inquiries or something.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even know that. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. Thank you. So those people that want the raffle will reach out to you with the credits code.
Right here.
So And also there will be follow-up with the recording, and also follow with the slide. The slide will probably go first. I'm gonna share it to everyone, and other materials that will help us to get certified. Any other questions, guys? All right, so thank you guys for joining. Hope to see you guys next time and follow up on how everybody's doing, and hopefully everybody will get certified and then we'll be happy. Take care, guys.
All right, bye-bye.